Hello everyone, it's the Jadders here, and this is going to be my review of Asphalt 8 Airbourne. Now this is a new sequel for the Asphalt series from Gameloft. It's available now for iOS and Android, and it's available for 99 cents or 69 pence if you're living in Britain. Now when you first turn on the game, you'll be greeted by the startup screen, which contains a sort of window-like interface. Now the game is split into two modes: the single-player offline mode, which contains the career mode, which is split into seasons, and there are a total of 8 seasons in total, each one named after the previous Asphalt game. So things like Season 7 would be named after Season 8 would be named Airbourne, and so and so. And there is also an online multiplayer where you can race against other people, such as your friends or family or things like that, in real time. So it's good multi. Now, specifically talking about Android, you can actually go into the settings in the guest start menu, and you can actually change the video quality settings of the game. So here you can see I've set it to high on my HTC One. I think it's set to medium by default if you're on any Android phone. So it's a good way if you have a more high-end device, then you can go into settings and manually improve graphics. Obviously that will have an effect on the frame rates, but that's really up to you. Now talking about the car, each range of cars is split into different classes, and these classes change depending on what kind of race and what kind of season you're on. You can see right here, I've got the cars right here, and you can upgrade them as you wish. They each give a rank to give sort of a recommendation of what kind of car you want to use depending on the difficulty of the race. Now jumping into the game, you can see that one of the major differences between this and the previous Asphalt 7 game is just the change in graphics, just from things like the startup screen to the glare and shine and gloss on the cars to the tarmac effect on the road to just the motion blur. Everything about this game has been revamped. I mean, you could almost say it looks like something you find on a console game. It just looks that great in my opinion, and it's just amazing what they've done. And this actually takes up less memory as well. It's one thing I found that on my iPhone 5, the Asphalt 7 game took up about 1.5 gigabytes, and this takes up only about 700 megabytes. So in fact, this game actually takes up less memory than my previous, which is just amazing considering that just the amount of graphical upgrade that's gone into this game. And just to show you, you can see there's a lot of effects going on the screen right now. The motion blur on the car, just the tarmac and shine and glare on the road. That sort of a motion blur effect from the turbo and the nitro. So much graphics rendering going on here that it's just incredible. It's amazing that any device can actually play this. That's probably the most outstanding thing about this. In terms of just gameplay, you can see that the game sticks true to the Asphalt series. That you can either control the game through tilting the screen and just touching it for touching the screen if you want to use the nitro, or you can put on screen a steering wheel and turbo and nitro as well to do it manually if you so choose. Now the gameplay is pretty similar to the previous Asphalt games. It's a bit harder to drift, in my opinion. I think they made it a bit harder to just maneuver the car. But apart from that, everything else pretty much sticks to the previous game. There's not much change in the overall controls and gameplay. Now, one of the major reasons why this game is called Airbourne is because of the aerial tricks you can do now in the game, such as fly into the air or spin in the air or do vertical or horizontal spins as you fly across the air. And you can do these through ramps that are scattered across the entire game racing track. Initially I was a bit disappointed with it because being so that this game was more about the sort of aerial aspects of racing and just being able to do all these crazy tricks, I was expecting a bit more than just set of skills and tricks that you can do. There's only two different types of tricks that you can do, and that's either spinning horizontally or vertically, so you can spin your car around and around. And that's just about it, really. I mean, there's a few new things, such as being able to go inside tunnels, being able to go upside down in them, and there's a bit more of a ramp scatter around where you can do just jumps and high. And there is a lot more aerial aspect to the game. I would have wanted to see more tricks available, maybe a few more. I mean, I'm not expecting a huge amount, but just a few more would have been nice. But so far, I mean, the game, I have to say, overall, it's the best game I've ever played on a mobile operating system. And it's just amazing. I mean, it looks like something I'd find on a console, just in terms of the graphics and the gameplay and just how smooth and everything runs. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe. And if you could leave a thumbs up, I'd really appreciate it. Stay tuned and have a good day.